Tucson, Arizona. Tucson is about
Okay, Arizona. Yeah, Arizona seems really hot.
2 hours south of Arizona's state capital, Phoenix. The city sees about 145 days of over 90-degree weather, with an average summer temperature of 100 degrees. But throughout the year, temperatures thankfully drop into the 80s to maybe 85, and you're like, whew, I may need a...
Oh, but that's still a lot. Today I'll be reacting to Top 10 Hottest Cities in the United States. My friends, this should be a fascinating one. And I believe it's quite hot in America right now. But before I go into that, let me ask you for one thing. If you can leave a like, thank you so much. It's the best way to show support. If you can subscribe, well, in that case, yeah, you already know. Forget about it. You make my day. Have that in consideration. Now, link for the original video in my description and let's play it. Oh boy.
What is going on, everyone? Let's talk about places that you should never be without sunblock. The hottest cities in the United States. If you've been following along, you know that we did the coldest cities on our last video.
Oh,
so
really?
That means it's time to swing to the other side of the thermometer and look at the places you sweat a bunch. If you've ever passed a 5th grade science class or own a...
Sorry, but the footage is a burning house. Okay, sorry, that actually was quite funny. But let me say one thing. If I had to guess, my friends, I believe the hottest cities in America, probably all 10 will be in the south. Would you guys agree with that? I guess we are about to find out. I believe the north is not that hot, right? But the south, oh boy.
Globe and some common sense, you already know most of this list is going to be in the southwest and the southern states of this country. No big surprise there. But this list is about which cities in those states really push the mercury. Places where you hear things like, yep, but it's a dry heat, and sure, it's hot today, and my favorite, humidity's so bad, I almost swam to work. Complaining about the weather is like the national form of small talk. It's kind of like what everyone talks about when they have really nothing to say. It's like a parachute for awkward conversations. Most of the time.
Okay, to be honest, this happens everywhere. Now give me a second. I forgot one thing. I have to open the conversion website from Fahrenheit to Celsius because, you know, Celsius are the thing I know. But, oh, it's already here. Okay, let's go.
Time those parachutes are deployed when it's hot, and that's what you talk about in hot cities. So why don't you turn on the AC and watch my top 10 hottest cities in the United States.
Turn the AC. What AC, my friend? I'm European.
Number 10, Columbus, Georgia. This
Georgia.
one I know all too well. Columbus is right outside the front gate of Fort Benning, Georgia. Columbus is one of the hottest cities in Georgia, with nearly 3 months out of the year experiencing days where temperatures are above 90 degrees. I made the mistake of electing to go through basic training in July in Georgia. Now, I didn't know anything about the heat then.
Okay, let me say one thing. 90. Okay, that's, I would say hot, but I thought I was expecting more actually.
And every day during that summer, I felt like it was going to be my last day on Earth. And as proof of how bad a memory I have and what a really bad decision maker I am, 2 years later, they asked me who wanted to go to Ranger School in Fort Benning. I stepped forward. The humidity feels like you're living in a Navajo sweat lodge in Columbus, Georgia. The rest of the year, the temperatures are around 70 degrees, so it's not terrible. But those summer months in the 90s and the humidity, it's horrible. The hottest temperature ever recorded was in 2012 when the temperature rose to 106 degrees in Columbus, Georgia.
106. Wait a second. Oh boy, 106 is crazy. Actually, my friends, I have one thing. Let's play kind of a game. From what I see in the news, it's quite hot in America right now. So tell me how much degrees are in your state and if you are struggling, you know, with that, because in a weird way, and of course I wish you guys all the best, but fascinates me how crazy the temperatures can go in America.
Number 9, Shreveport, Louisiana. Shreveport is the 4th largest city in Louisiana with just under 200,000 residents. The highest temperature ever recorded in Shreveport was 110 degrees, and that was in August of 1909. Thankfully, the average during the summer is
110. That's 43 degrees. Oh my God. That's insane. Anyone watching this video ever experienced 110 Fahrenheit? No chance, right?
It's not that high. However, it does hover around 95 most of the summer. Or I should say a good portion of the summer. Since
95?
Louisiana is one big
95.
swamp, residents complain.
Sorry, but 95 is also a lot, actually. Okay, I guess Louisiana is really that hot. You guys have been telling me, André, please don't come to America in the months of June, July, and August. And even September, some people said, because it's really crazy in terms of, being hot. I guess you guys are right.
That when it gets hot, it smells. And when it smells and it's hot, I guess you start robbing people. At least that's what they do in Shreveport. The temperature and crime rate sort of mirror each other. Kind of weird.
Number 8?
Number 8, Roswell, New Mexico. Roswell is the city of the alleged UFO crash in 1947. Within the city is the International UFO Museum and Research Center. The belief in Roswell amongst the residents is that UFOs could be related to the extreme heat the city endures every year, and that also Bigfoot and Chupacabra had something to do with the actual crash. The city sees about 98 days of over 90-degree weather, with the summer average being about 95 degrees. They had a record of 114 degrees Fahrenheit in 1994. Now, I don't know. If you're an alien that was smart enough to drive a spaceship and travel a couple light years, don't you think you'd listen to your land nav system and avoid the ugly landscape of Roswell, New Mexico? Doesn't make sense. Why would they go there? Why wouldn't they go
Wait, New Mexico is beautiful.
someplace really cool, like Hawaii?
Okay,
Number 7, Houston, Texas. Houston is the
Ooh, big boy Texas. Okay, let's see it.
most populated city in Texas with 2.3 million residents, with the metro area holding about 6 million people.
Okay, do you guys want to hear a joke? I was thinking about going to Texas in August. Crazy, right? But thank God I have this channel. A lot of you guys even send me emails saying, André, don't do it. Specifically the newborn, because a baby, it's so difficult, right? A baby is already difficult no matter what. With this type of weather, oh boy.
people see just over 3 months of temperatures over 90 degrees. The average high temperature during the summer months is usually around 95 degrees, while the winter, the temperatures stay around 80. Every time I've ever been to Houston, there's like no wind, not even a light breeze. The heat is stifling. That is why in my travel journal, it says never go to Houston in the summer. And it's right next to don't take long showers in jail. The highest temperature in the city of Houston was 109 degrees in September of 2000.
Okay.
Number 6, Furnace Creek, California. With a name like that, we should just give it the number 1 spot and probably some Gatorade. Furnace Creek has a small population.
California? I thought California had a really, really good weather.
Of only 24 residents as of the 2010 census. So it's really not a city, but the name kind of gets them on the list anyway. It is also in the middle of
Why are we watching footage of Mars right now?
Death Valley, and I can only imagine how many angry comments I would have gotten if I didn't include something from a valley with a name like Death in it. The small population is due to the climate of the city. The average high during the hottest months of the year is 116 degrees, while during the coldest months, it only gets down to about 65 degrees. The hottest recorded temperature here was in 1913, and it was 134 degrees. The hottest ground temperature was 201 degrees.
140? No. I don't even know how this feels, my friend. 50. Oh my God, this is crazy. 56 degrees. Oh, okay. I guess I'm not going to check anymore.
Degrees in July of 1972. It is possible that this was the highest natural ground temperature.
Sorry, no wonder. Let's try it back. No wonder why you guys have AC. I mean, it's like, yeah, it's like water. You need it.
And it was 134 degrees. The hottest ground temperature was 201 degrees in July of 1972. It is possible that this was the highest natural ground temperature in the world ever. Well, I don't know, maybe when things went to hell with all the dinosaurs and stuff, and, maybe that was bad, but as far as we know, this is the type of place you want to move to if you, hate your in-laws. You invite them over for dinner, and they tell you, oh, no, we'd like to, but we can't make it. Yeah, and they make excuses all the time. You never have to worry about them just showing up unexpectedly. It's a great place if you don't like your in-laws and pretty much anyone, because no one will come visit you, except for the suckers that already live there.
Wait, there is people living there? I thought that was desert.
Number 5, San Antonio, Texas. San Antonio is the second biggest
Oh boy, Texas is appearing a lot.
city in Texas with about 1.5 million residents. These residents experience temperatures above 90 degrees for about 5 months out of the year. They may not get as hot as others on this list, but that heat sticks around. 4 months and 26 days longer than Nicolas Cage's fourth wife, to be exact. Average summer temperatures rise up to nearly 100 degrees, while the winter temperatures stay around 80. Thankfully, there's a few lakes not too far away, and San Antonio has a river running right down the middle of town. Not too sure how that water is, but it is there. San Antonio has the river walk also. If you want something really cool to do, go to the San Antonio River Walk. It's kind of a nice little shops and restaurants and river going through it, and they got these little boats you can ride on. It's really neat. This is the only place in my life I've ever seen a man in a $1,000 suit and really felt sorry for him. It was like 102 degrees, and he just looked at me like he was really jealous of my shorts and t-shirt. It was sad. I hope he made it.
Holy. Number 4.
Number 4, Del Rio, Texas. Del Rio's...
Oh my god, Texas is crazy, my friends. Texas is appearing on this list. This is like what, the third time? My friends, anyone watching from Texas can confirm that Texas is really, really that hot. Can you confirm that? Thank you.
It's a city of about 36,000...
Hey, if you guys are aware, Texas is my favorite state, so I love Texas.
Residents right on
But sorry, I will run it back. But I guess in the summer, it gets really crazy.
Number 4, Del Rio, Texas. Del Rio is a city of about 36,000 residents right on the border with Mexico. The city gets about 145 days a year of 93-degree weather. That's the type of weather that makes you mutter, "When will it end?" over and over and over. The highest temperature on record is 112 degrees. Luckily, there's a reservoir that is very well guarded by the Border Patrol less than 20 minutes away for an easy escape for a quick dip in the reservoir. Get away from that heat. I've never been to Del Rio, but I did watch an interview once with the famous radio DJ Wolfman Jack. He ran a radio station directly across the Rio Grande in Mexico in the 1960s. The interviewer asked if he'd always had that gravelly voice he was famous for. He told him no, he got it in Del Rio, Texas, drinking whiskey. And then he said, because that's all you can do in Del Rio, Texas, work, drink, and sweat some more.
Jesus, the animation goes crazy. Okay, top 3, my friends.
Number 3.
Hey, leave a like if you love this type of videos related, again, I love understanding the weather in America. Maybe I should also take a look at the top coldest cities in America. Leave a like if that's something you guys would enjoy.
3, Las Vegas, Nevada. Las Vegas
Ooh, Nevada, my friends.
is one of the most visited cities in the country, with just around 50 million tourists per year. Vegas is also the hottest of the most visited cities. While visiting Vegas during the summer, you can expect temperatures to be in the hundreds and stay there quite a while.
Wait, everyone have a pool in Las Vegas? What the hell is everyone is a millionaire here? André, having a pool does not mean millionaire, I know, but you have money in my book.
Then in late fall and winter, or as the residents like to call it, the mild summer, average temperatures drop down to the high 70s. Ooh, kind of chilly at high 70s after you've been in the hundreds for 4 months. The good news is casinos are very well air conditioned, and you can stay in there and drink and gamble, and you may never even go outside and notice that it's hot. What is great about this city is the passion the locals have for what most consider a tourist destination that carries the moniker Sin City. If you've been watching my channel for a while, you know I made a video about Vegas. It's got over 2 million views. It's my most watched video that I've ever made. Anyway, I put that video up as a joke, poking fun at a friend that was moving to Vegas from Portland. And it was just going to go on Facebook, but one day I decided to put it up on YouTube and it blew up. I didn't do hardly any research on this video. It was just done on stereotypes. And stop typing. I don't want to hear how you don't think I do research now. I do plenty of research. Just because you don't like what I say doesn't mean it's wrong. Anyway, like I said, the video was put up with just stereotypes, and the Vegas locals lost their collective minds. They went crazy on me. That thing has thousands and thousands of comments, and most of them are hate-filled threats and insults. It's been going on for 2 years, but hey, it's got over 2 million views. That never sucks. Anyway, I'll leave a link below if you want to watch that one. Just remember, Vegas is hot.
Okay, number 2. Oh boy. Do you guys think Texas will appear again? I guess that's the question. Oh man, I don't know actually.
Number 2, Tucson, Arizona. Tucson is about
Okay, Arizona. Yeah, Arizona seems really hot.
2 hours south of Arizona's state capital, Phoenix. The city sees about 145 days of over 90-degree weather, with an average summer temperature of 100 degrees. But throughout the year, temperatures thankfully drop into the 80s to maybe 85, and you're like, whew, I may need a
Oh, but that's still a lot.
sweater or something. 85 degrees is still hot, but a lot better. I've never been a fan of Tucson. Maybe it's the heat, or maybe it's just the city itself. As you drive around, all the stores seem to be closed down or something. It's weird. And they all seem further away from each other. Even the ones right next to each other, it seems like it's like an extra 5 yards to every. It's weird. Some places used to be chain stores that closed down. Then someone opened up the old 7-Eleven and didn't want to buy a new sign, so they got on the roof with some paint, and now they own a store called 9/11, which is never a good thing. Yeah, I've seen that happen before. But that's how Tucson is. Just kind of weird and in the middle of the desert. Not too far from Mexico, so, you know, it's Tucson. Here's a fun fact. The highest temperature on record in Tucson is 117 degrees. That was from 1990.
Wow. Okay, number one. I'm gonna go with Texas.
And number 1. Phoenix, Arizona. Phoenix has about 1.6 million residents. In 2017, the city hit a record number of deaths related to heat. That year, 155 residents unfortunately died from the heat. That's up from 150 the previous year. Now, I've never understood that. It's Phoenix. You know it's going to be hot unless you're new to the area. And I mean, maybe a few of those deaths were out-of-towners, but still, you gotta know, it's Phoenix. You know, when your skin starts to boil and you're sweating from your earlobes while standing still, maybe it's time to find some shade. And a Slurpee from 7-Eleven maybe. Oh, I'm sorry, wait. From 9/11, and it's called a Slarpie because of fear of a lawsuit. Fall through springtime, the city usually has an average temperature of around 85 degrees. During the summer months, you should expect temperatures to be around 105 degrees through the whole summer almost. It's incredible. I've been to Phoenix a handful of times in the summer, and it is never a good experience.
No chance. 105.
During the summer months, you should expect temperatures to be around 105 degrees through the whole.
Okay, no, thank you. No, I'm going to Montana.
Summer almost.
Hey, I actually love Arizona. The Grand Canyon is one of the places I want to visit the most. But do you guys agree with me? This is not comfortable. I guess if you are inside with air condition or even in the car with air condition, but if you go outside, it's impossible. How is that even livable? You know what I mean?
It's incredible.
Am I overreacting? But this seems hell.
I've been to Phoenix a handful of times in the summer, and it is never a good experience. I mean, I love the people there. Don't get me wrong. I'm not a heat guy, and I was miserable the whole time. I actually would not talk to people unless I was standing like directly in front of the air conditioner. It's weird. All right, so that's my top 10 hottest cities in the United States. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you got some entertainment out of it. I hope you got some information out of it. Don't forget all the links below. Pick up one of my t-shirts. That helps support the channel. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so. Everybody have a great day. Be nice to each other.
Thank you. My friends, leave me the number 10 if you are watching until the end, and if you want me to watch this one, the top 10 coldest cities in the United States. It's not Alaska. What? Oh, okay. Okay, now I want to see this. Should I watch it, my friends? Again, leave me the number 10. And I would also appreciate if you can leave me the state you live and at least tell me, André, yeah, it's quite hot here. Or actually we are doing okay. If you don't know the temperature, you don't need to put that in the comments. But if you put, trust me, I will make the conversion to Celsius. But yeah. Thank you so much for watching this with me, my friends. It really means a lot that you guys end up staying until the end. See you guys in the next one. Bye.